So that's how it worked. Every time one show ended, the next show started, and it was always School of Rock. And at that scene, in the Roadhouse, I was able to speak, briefly, and it didn't take me long to figure out that I could say what I wanted, and I said a lot, but I was only permitted one question. One question, one answer, back to the script. So, through that, I was able to find out quite a bit. First question I asked was, "Where are we?" She said, "We're in Horace Green." Okay. I asked, "Are you doing this alone?" And she says, "Yes." She smiled during that. She was proud of what she was doing. "And who the fuck are these other people?" And her response was, "What people?" Now that's an interesting answer. Because, one, she could be telling the truth, and there is no one else around me, and I was just seeing things. Or, she could be a lying bitch, just trying to make me believe that none of this was real. I decided to err on the side of caution, that there were other people here. Because that gave me a bit more drive, a bit more of a purpose to save them, rather than to just save me. How are you doing this? Well, I am a patron. What the fuck is a patron? That was my next question. Please keep in mind that all these questions had about an hour and a half long show between them. And some sort of sleeping schedule. I don't know. But I had to go through Act 1 and maybe half of Act 2 of School of Rock the Musical just to ask these questions. I lost count of how many shows I had to do. So, it was explained to me that patrons were people and beings of power. And that power was drawn from a particular source. Each patron had a source. So I asked her, "Okay, what's yours? What's your source?" And she went, "The career and works of Sierra Boggess." Now, Sierra Boggess is a Broadway actress. She's been in a few things, such as The Little Mermaid and Phantom of the Opera. So, I just had to pause here and just, go through it real quick. Apparently, anything that Sierra Boggess is in or involved in, any works of art that she does, in any capacity, as actress, as writer, as producer, anything connected to that actress, gives abilities to the woman sitting across from me in the Roadhouse. For example, that little water trap thing that she did was able to happen because of The Little Mermaid. As the daughter of Poseidon, you'd think she'd have a few abilities like that. Okay. So, I'm still performing this show. Lost count of how many shows that we've done. And after a while, I sort of accepted it. Honestly, considering if you set aside the fact that I was held against my will and forced to do this, it didn't take long for me to actually start acting it out. Eventually, there was less control that needed to happen. Because it's still a Broadway musical. It's still an Andrew Lloyd Webber production, and became kind of fun. I mean, what the fuck else was I gonna do? Why am I here? She says, you're a patron too. Okay. I don't have abilities like you do. Why would you think that? She says, because you killed Finn. I don't even know. Who's Finn? She'd mentioned that name a few times. So who's he? She goes, he was my partner. She was really vague with her answers. And you're saying I have his abilities. So what, is this like a Highlander deal type thing? You kill one, you get their powers and abilities? She nods. Oh, shit, that was right. Okay. Well, who was his source? Alex Brightman. Alex fucking Brightman.